Here's your KNDY weatherology forecast for northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. Slight chance of thunderstorms. Today, otherwise cloudy skies expected. Highs level off around 77. Cloudy skies expected again tonight. Slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows level off around 60. Cloudy skies expected tomorrow. Chance for storms. Daytime highs approaching 79. I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Currently, it's 62 degrees.
Kansas Mid-American News. I'm Andy Hoosier. With the ongoing uncertainties of the tariff and trade deals at the federal level under the Trump administration, some economists across the state of Kansas are asking the question whether an economic recession in the state is still inevitable. As according to some economic outlooks, they say that we could see some shrinking GDP, at least for the first couple of quarters, before the Trump economy officially takes hold.
The really kind of technical definition of a recession is two back-to-back quarters of declining GDP. It can just decline a little bit, you still have a recession, and it can come right back up. So,
audio from WIBW News, where they talk about some of the biggest risks and concerns that individuals have, maybe your retirement, by calculating how much money you'll need to access in the short term and what can be kept safe. Overall, for the state of Kansas in the prior month, we did see record amounts of tax revenue coming into the state from individuals spending money, showing that a recession may not be as near as we originally thought.
Hey folks, this is Zach May, the General Manager of the Mid-America Ag Network. I'd like to personally thank each and every one of you for your support over the years, and because of you, we've been the leading ag network for nearly 50 years. With coverage across the state of Kansas and into Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, and Colorado, farmers have relied on us to deliver accurate agriculture reports, news, and sport. With spring here and summer right around the corner, more people are listening to the radio than ever, and we can help deliver your message. Feel free to reach out to me at 316-721-8484 to see what the Mid-America Ag Network can do for your business.
Professional excavators and homeowners, safety always comes first, and safe digging is no accident. So before you begin your next digging project, remember to call Kansas 811 to have your underground utility lines marked for free. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig. So play it safe. Put down the shovel, pick up the phone, and call 811 first. This message is brought to you by Kansas 811, reminding you that no matter if your digging project is big or small, don't make a judgment call. Always call 811 before you dig.
Agricultural producers across the state of Kansas and beyond may have some new tools coming soon when it comes to technology, after researchers at the University of Kansas say they developed a new digital tool giving producers more satellite monitoring of the health of their crops across the sunflower state. As KSN News reports, the new program is called the Sentinel Green Report Plus, that is available free of charge for anyone that wants to use it, as it is a student-built interactive tool that's been funded by the U.S. Geological Survey. According to the designers of the program, they say that you can log into the landing page of the site and then use your state and time of period that you want to use in order to see the images. The program is based off of using cloud-based Google Earth engine platforms, and say whether a farmer wants to work on their livestock production or producing crops, that the program will be able to give them resources for anything they're looking for. The designers and researchers are currently writing publications for the peer-reviewed journal to discuss the development of the tool, with hopes to use the program nationwide.
When you need reliable expert automotive service, call on Danes Automotive in Marysville and Waterville. From routine maintenance to major repairs, the ASC certified technicians at Danes get the job done right the first time. Able to calibrate newer vehicle ADAS systems, from blind spot monitoring to automatic braking. Trust over 85 years of experience at Danes Automotive in Marysville and Waterville. Look them up online or give them a call and stay on the road wherever it takes you.
Nebraska Mid-America Network News. I'm Andy Hoosier. Nebraska Governor Jim Pillen has officially signed into law this week a new measure that officially bans transgender students from participating in girls' sports in the state, making it the latest nationwide to keep transgender athletes from competing on women's and girls' teams. According to the bill, it was passed by the Nebraska legislature last week as it broke the filibuster by a single vote that was cast along party lines within the state, where the bill sought to bar transgender students from using bathrooms as well, along with locker rooms, in corresponding with their gender identity. That amendment to the bill, however, did not end up passing for the final piece of legislation, as legislators did promise to revive the bathroom and locker room ban next year, reiterating the rejection that people can determine their own gender. The measure was originally introduced back in 2023, as Governor Jim Pillen has used that to announce his run for re-election as governor of the state, saying he's protecting boys and girls within Nebraska. Mid-America Network News, I'm Andy Hoosier.
Kick off your summer of winning with KNDY and the 2025 Country Stampede in Bonner Springs, Kansas, June 26th, 27th, and 28th. Experience country's best artists like Thursday's headliner, presented by Kansas Lottery. 5-time Entertainer of the Year, Luke Bryan.
Country girl, shake it for me, girl. Shake it for me, girl. Shake it for me.
Friday night, presented by Jim Beam. Enjoy 3-time Grammy winner Miranda Lambert.
But this ain't my mama's broken heart.
Then close out the weekend with Shenandoah and Cole Swindell on Saturday night. Visit KNDY's Facebook page every Tuesday in June to enter for a chance to win 3-day Superfan passes. Experience one or all 3 days and do it all up close and personal. Visit CountryStampede.com for information and start your summer right by winning Country Stampede tickets from KNDY.
Reporting local news, I'm Bruce Dierking. Big Blue River Days in Marysville kicks off Friday and continues Saturday. The Friday night cruise has been extended and begins tonight at 5.
You know, it's just a really fun event that everybody can enjoy, not just the guys with the fancy cars, but, mom in the minivan. And we can cruise, back in the day like they did in the 90s and just see your friends, and it was fun. It kind of came back during COVID, and so as that fun happened, we thought we really needed to extend that and bring it back because people do enjoy it so much.
The barbecue People's Choice Tasting and Competition will also look different this year.
In past years, it's been you got to be there at 2 o'clock. You got to be ready to walk through. And when the meat ran out, the meat ran out. And so this year, just to guarantee people get a try and get a taste and get to help us out on our People's Choice, we did something that was a little more, stable hours. So we're going 11 to 2 o'clock. You'll be able to come in. You'll get a big heap of meat. And then you'll get a minimum of 8 barbecue sauces. We've still got people coming in with their barbecue sauce, 8 barbecue sauces try, and then you get to basically vote on taste, texture, originality, and things like that. And then we'll crown a winner for $300. What's new about the People's Choice this year is it used to only be the barbecue teams that got to participate. This year, we're letting the general public go ahead and bring in their sauces to the office or have them down at the tent by 10 a.m. that morning, and the community can join in as well, not just taste, but also participate.
Again, Big Blue River Days kick off tonight, continuing Saturday in Marysville. Full schedule of events and details online at bigblueriverdays.com. Kansas State Wildlife and Parks will offer free fishing days this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, June 7th and 8th, with no license required. Seneca Area Chamber and Downtown Impact will host citywide garage sales this weekend, continuing through Saturday. City of Marysville advising flowers and decorations at the Marysville City Cemetery need to be removed by June 10th for cemetery mowing and cleanup. The old oak trees lining Walnut in front of Marysville High School were removed this week, deemed a safety hazard to pedestrians and traffic to decay. The building was a WPA project in the late 1930s. A pair of long-standing vacant buildings in Vermilion were recently demolished along with an abandoned home site. The buildings had served as a dress shop and former grocery in the community. Waterville community will use a $10,000 Kansas Health Foundation grant through the Kansas Department of Commerce toward sidewalk repair and replacement, including handicapped access at several locations. Ryan Kern, Washington County Economic Development and Tourism Director, is our public affairs guest this weekend as Washington prepares for an overnight stop Wednesday for the annual Bike Across Kansas. Join the conversation Saturday morning at 7:10 on KNDY. Bike Across Kansas begins Saturday at the Colorado state line west of St. Francis and will travel mostly along US 36 East, passing through Washington Wednesday with the overnight stop and Marysville next Thursday, and concluding end of next week at the Missouri River near Elwood. Upwards of 500 cyclists and support staff are expected. A celebration of life service is planned Saturday, June 7th for Stephen Avery of Pawnee City, who passed away March 25th. Celebration of life service Saturday, 11:30 at the Du Bois Community Building. Interment at a later date at the Du Bois Cemetery with the Weary Mortuary in charge of arrangements for Steve Avery. Donna L. Sofel, age 79, of Hanover, passed away June 3rd. Mass of Christian burial Tuesday, 10:30 at St. John's Catholic Church, Hanover. Burial in the church cemetery. Visitation Monday, 1 until 5 at the Hanover Mortuary, with a rosary Monday at 7 at the church. Hanover Mortuary in charge of arrangements for Donna Sofel. On the Marshall County Senior Citizens lunch menu today, biscuits and gravy, a scone, diced potatoes, and fresh fruit. Monday's menu, lemon pepper fish, a muffin, beets, and blushing pears. KNDY News Time, 7:14.
Agriculture. Our country was built on it. Our children are fed by it. No one quite understands the unique needs of the farmer like United Bank and Trust. Whether you raise crops or livestock, you need the right equipment at the right time. Our ag loans can help you acquire and maintain that equipment when and where you need it. Contact one of our experienced ag lenders today. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Here's your KNDY weatherology forecast for northeast Kansas and southeast Nebraska. Scattered showers possible today, mostly cloudy with our highs in the mid to upper 70s. Then more rain may continue throughout Friday night, otherwise mostly cloudy with our lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Some sunshine with a slight chance for some rain showers on Saturday with our highs in the upper 70s and lower 80s. Then scattered rain showers possible throughout Saturday night, partly cloudy with our lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Some rain showers become possible on Sunday, otherwise sunny with our highs in the mid to upper 80s, and scattered showers and thunderstorms continue throughout Sunday night, otherwise partly cloudy with our lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Some rain showers early Monday morning, then staying sunny with our highs in the mid to upper 80s. Mostly clear skies throughout Monday night with our lows in the mid 40s and lower 50s. Some sunshine throughout Tuesday with our highs in the mid to upper 80s. Then mostly clear skies throughout Tuesday night with our lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Sunshine throughout the day on Thursday with our highs in the mid to upper 80s. Then partly cloudy skies throughout Thursday night with our lows in the lower to upper 60s. And rain Thursday. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster.
Average high temperature early June, 83. Record high on this date, 106. The average low, 62, and the record low, 40. Sunset this evening, 8:51. Sunrise in the morning at 6:01. Overcast and 62 degrees this hour. That's a check of the morning news and weather for this Friday, the 6th of June. KNDY News Time, 7:16. I'm Bruce Deerking reporting.
Dr. Brittany here with Marysville Dental Care, where your family's health is our top priority. Dr. Zach, our team, and I are the family dental home you've always been looking for.
Our comprehensive dental care is designed to serve all of your dental needs. Whether it's a routine cleaning, braces, or cosmetic work, we provide the highest quality of care with a comfortable experience. Visit our office across from the Marysville Courthouse or go to marysvilledentalcare.com to schedule a visit.
Have the smile you've always wanted with our team by your side.
Christine Lisi. Center stage in the NBA tonight belongs to Oklahoma City, where the Thunder will host the Pacers in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. It is a marquee matchup by any definition. Only the fifth time the last 30 seasons the Finals will feature teams with the two best records in that calendar year. Both have incredible offenses. They're led by young superstars, Indiana with Tyrese Halliburton, Oklahoma City with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The pace of play has been a key for the Pacers, while the Thunder's dominance has been fueled by its defense. ESPN NBA insider Brian Windhorst.
Maybe Indiana hasn't seen a defensive team like the Thunder. Well, the Thunder hasn't seen a team that plays with the speed of the Pacers. And one of the things that I have seen repeatedly in this postseason, teams cannot believe how fast Indiana plays. They are shocked at how they get the ball up the court. So we have seen Indiana really do great in game ones, including win the last 2 game ones on the road, because their style really offsets and really upsets their opponents. Let's see how Oklahoma City, despite having some days to get ready, handles that that fastball tonight.
Brian Windhorst on ESPN's Get Up. Game 1, 7:30 Eastern, ESPN Radio, 8:30 Eastern, ABC. NHL, a former Bruins player, has been hired as the team's new head coach, Marco Sturm. He spent the last 3 seasons as head coach of the Kings AHL affiliate and developed some of LA's top young players. Player development will be a focus for Boston over the next couple of years. NFL, Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson will have his top big play receiver around for the foreseeable future. Team signed former first-round pick Rashad Bateman to a 3-year, $36 million extension that includes $20 million guaranteed. Bateman was the best deep threat for the league's #1 offense in 2024. Baseball, injured Phillies right-hander Aaron Nola didn't throw his scheduled live batting session today due to mild soreness in his right side. He's been out since May 16th with a sprained right ankle.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Don't wait around to book catering for your next event. Whether it be a wedding, family, or company get-together, let Bite Me Barbecue in Marysville serve you. Pulled pork, honeyed hams, roast beef, whatever makes your taste buds happy. Dates are filling fast, so contact Bite Me Barbecue in Marysville, your catering headquarters.
From ABC News, Wall Street Now. Major indexes dipped on Wall Street Thursday. The Dow down 108 points at close after a roller coaster day of trading. Comments from President Trump hinting his trade war with China was easing, boosted markets briefly. Chip maker NVIDIA and United Healthcare led losers in an end-of-day drop. The S&P 500 fell 32 points and the Nasdaq fell 162 points. Weekly data from home lender Freddie Mac shows average interest rates on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage fell slightly to 6.85%. The Mortgage Bankers Association forecasts the rate will fall to 6.6% by the end of the year. After months of pre-order hiccups and threatened tariff delays, video game fans finally got their hands on the Nintendo Switch 2 console. Nintendo says it expects to sell 15 million consoles between now and March. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.
The Norris Motor Company in Marysville has a pair of new 2025 Chevy Colorado pickups, 4-wheel drive, an LT, and a Z71 package. They have a pair of Silverado 1500 model Z71 package and a new 2025 Chevy Tahoe Premier, awaiting your test drive at the Norris Motor Company in Marysville.
Ag News from the Mid-America Ag Network, I'm James Guerin. The Maha Commission report links rising childhood disease to factors like poor diet and chemical exposure, issues closely tied to agriculture. It highlights how farming practices and food systems impact public health, even as the report faces criticism over its accuracy. Larry Steckline talks about the latest from the Maha Commission and everything that is involved in it.
Well, friends, we've got a lot of dandruff raised with a Make America Healthy Again Commission. They target glyphosate, Roundup, basically, for impacts on reproductive and development disorders, cancers, liver disorders, and friends, they blame everything on agriculture and food especially that we produce as the major culprits of all those kinds of things plus more. But it does admit federal reviews don't establish a direct link between Roundup and those health concerns. Ag groups all across the country are condemning this report, sowing doubt in consumers' minds about safe safety of food produced by U.S. farmers. Now, folks, over the years, and I've got a lot of them behind me, I've traveled to almost every corner of the world 2 or 3 times. Needless to say, being in the food industry here in the United States, I'm excited about what kind of food situation they've got in these foreign countries. And let me tell you exactly what it is. Terrible compared to the United States. American Soybean Association says that this Make America Healthy Commission strongly rebukes the report they do for being brazenly unscientific. American Farm Bureau said farm interests weren't given a chance for input. Ag groups all across the country tried to warn Congress and the public that activists were attempting to hijack this report. I think they did. Ag experts say banning glyphosate would cause crop yields to decline, input costs to raise by 150%, and food prices to soar all over the country.
Like everything around us, agriculture and rural living is changing. Kansas Farm Bureau's Farm Weekend brings you the stories, the voices, and the passion of farm families living and adapting to these changes. Farm Weekend on KNDY, Farm and Home Information Radio, a service of the Marshall County Farm Bureau Association.
From Kansas State University, this is Agriculture Today. I'm Madeline Drake. A new addition to the swine unit at K-State is enhancing both research capabilities and educational opportunities. K-State Extension swine specialist Joel DeRushi discusses the newest improvement to the swine research facility.
Our Swine Research and Teaching Center, located just north of Manhattan, where we have many of our livestock units. What we have is we built a brand new pig nursery. And so what a nursery is, for those that are not aware, basically when we remove or wean the pigs from the sows, and at our farm it's about 20 days of age after the sow is lactated, we move them into a nursery facility. And at that point they begin to eat solid feed, and then we start to grow them during that nursery phase for about 7 weeks. So they'll be in this facility from when they're about 13 pounds at weaning up to about 70 or so pounds when they get moved then to a different barn on our swine farm into the finishing facility.
This nursery offers new technology to enhance their research efforts, says DeRushi.
One of the real unique or cool things about this facility is we put 4 different water lines. And basically what we're able to do with that is right now in the U.S. and really worldwide swine industry, there's a lot of additives that go into water for nutritional support or to help acidify the diets. We're able to actually test different water treatments, and that could be, again, acidification, that could be electrolytes, different vitamins. Really gives us a new opportunity that we currently did not have the capability at our swine farm to help the commercial industry and ultimately producers. We're going to be able to evaluate different water sources or water treatments by pen in this facility to help the industry with that.
DeRushi describes how this facility will impact students at K-State.
While we have a different number of pigs, the equipment, the feeders, the feed lines, waters, the water nipples, the ventilation, all that is identical to what we would find in commercial production. So really that provides tremendous opportunities not only to have research done with the equipment that pigs would be in the same environment in the commercial side, but probably more important is on the teaching side. They're going to see the exact same type of equipment in this nursery as if they would go onto a commercial farm. So when students go out, they've been exposed to that previously to help them in their transition into their jobs.
That was K-State Extension swine specialist Joel DeRushi with exciting new updates to the Swine Research and Teaching Facility at K-State. Learn more about K-State Swine at www.ksuswine.org. I'm Madeline Drake. This has been Agriculture Today over the K-State Radio Network.
Attention farmers and livestock owners. Looking for top quality feed and essential supplies for your animals? Look no further than Home City Grain, offering a wide variety of feed options for small and large livestock, as well as Smart Lick tubs, perfect for providing essential nutrients to your herd. Contact Home City Grain today at 785-799-3326 or find them online at homecitygrain.com for up-to-the-minute grain bids, weather outlook, and more.
Eating oranges in the shower? Yes, it's actually a thing. We will tell you why today on the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report.
Imagine a life-threatening storm heads toward your home in the middle of the night. You don't hear the notifications. You can't hear the sirens. The best way to keep you and your family safe is Weather Call. When you're in the direct path of a life-threatening storm or tornado, you'll receive a phone call letting you know where the storm is and when it will arrive. Learn more online by visiting weathercall.now. That's weathercall.now. Weather Call travels with you. Wherever you are, it will monitor life-threatening storms at home, work, or on vacation. Customize your alerts. Get lightning safety messages. For just $15 per year, Weather Call could save your life. Sign up online at weathercall.now. That's weathercall.now. Weathercall.now.
With more practical tips and useful advice, this is the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report for Friday, June 6th, the 157th day of the year. American patriot Nathan Hale was born on this day, and 81 years ago, Allied troops were storming the beaches of Normandy on D-Day. If you like oranges and you enjoy taking showers, here's some good news. A viral story from the internet claims that oranges taste better when eaten in the shower. Countless people who've tried the experiment say it's true. The orange flavor is more intense. Why? One educated guess is that heat magnifies the orange fragrance, while humidity takes our mucous membranes to a more sensitive level. And much of what we experience as flavor comes from fragrance. It likely won't catch on, but if you find orange peels in the soap dish, you'll know why. That's the Old Farmer's Almanac Radio Report. Find more fun facts at almanac.com.
Kansas Mid-America Network Sports, I'm Andy Hoosier. Well, the college basketball schedule is slowly being leaked as we get closer to the summertime season, as the Kansas Jayhawks and the UConn Huskies has officially come together for a premier program for a new home-and-home series that will begin this year at Allen Fieldhouse. As WIBW News reports, that the Kansas Jayhawks will be hosting UConn Huskies for their first at-home game for the season, starting on December 2nd, with UConn hosting the return game during the 2026 season. The last time that these two teams ended up meeting was at Allen Fieldhouse back on December 1st of 2023, where the Jayhawks ended up winning 69-65. That matchup on the road to the national championships that year. In the program's history between the two teams, the Jayhawks are 4-0 undefeated against UConn. Kansas's 2025 non-conference schedule also features the neutral site game against Duke in the Champions Classic and the rivalry against Mizzou that's scheduled in Kansas City.
Wrapping up state track with multiple top 10 finishes led by a 4x4 team of Sarah Miller, Casey Rush, Eden Miller, and Reese Packett that claimed the bronze in the season's final meet. In the individual events, there were 6th place finishes all over as 3 Bulldogs finished in that position. Afton Harris finished in triple jump, Casey Rush in high jump, and Reese Packett in the 400. Sarah Miller also claimed a 13th place finish in long jump, and Hannah Whitesole finished 15th in high jump. Altogether, 6 Lady Bulldogs made it to Saturday's action. After claiming the last 2 1A Division track and field state titles, the Washington County Lady Tigers finished just short of that mark, finishing 3rd this year, but it wasn't without some great individual performances. Senior Addie Gakel wins gold in both the 100 and 300 hurdles for the 3rd straight year, while fellow senior partner Jesse Hoover claims gold for the 2nd straight year in javelin, on way to winning the event by over 16 feet and shattering the meet record by more than 10 feet. Fellow senior Mackenzie Baker finishes 6th in the Open 800, but sets a school record and also finishes 10th in triple jump, while Macy Gepner finishes 15th in pole vault. In team runs, the 4x4 squad of Alyssa Juneman, Addie Gakel, Mackenzie Baker, and Anna Gakel tie a school record and claim the silver with a team finish in the 4x4, while the team of Juneman, Baker, Addie Gakel, and Jesse Hoover finish in 8th in the 4x1. For the Washington County boys, Tanner Baker comes up 1 spot shy of the podium, finishing 4th in triple jump, while Gavin LeDuc finishes 8th in javelin, and Octavian Cardanius finishes 9th in discus. A congratulations to all area athletes that competed in state, and a congratulations to all athletes that competed in the 2024-25 sports season.
Don't miss free live music with Big Blue River Days both Friday and Saturday nights. Opening Friday at 9 with a tribute to the Cars and Just What I Needed. Then at 10:30, it's Bob Jovi, a tribute to Bon Jovi.
Well, obviously, as a Bon Jovi tribute band, that's what we do. We play Bon Jovi songs. But there's actually plenty of Bon Jovi tribute bands out there in the country. There's a few that are actually really, really good. But when we started this band, we wanted to do something different. We're not in the business of let's just throw a band together and hope that we play a few shows and get a few smiles and sell a couple of t-shirts. We tend to lean in very, very heavily. And if anyone's ever seen the movie Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg, I think it came out in 2001, we take the tribute world and the tribute scene really, really seriously. So whether it's the wigs or the outfits, the guitars, the sound of the actual crunch of the guitars, we really take it seriously. And so we try to essentially mimic that sound that came from 1986 or 1988 when Bon Jovi was at its peak. So that's what we do. We put on this 1980s style Bon Jovi. In fact, there's only one song in the set list that we do that's not from the 80s, which It's My Life, which was a number one hit for Bon Jovi in the year 2001. So we can't get away from it. So we got to do that one. But besides that one particular song, it's a 1980s show. So if you were at a Bon Jovi show and you were at the Slippery When Wet tour or something from the New Jersey album that came out and was a number one hit in 1988, that's the show that you're going to experience. So it's high energy and it's big hair, it's big guitars, it's big sound, it's big lights. It's everything you could possibly imagine from a Bon Jovi tribute show, as if you were stuck in 1986 or 1988 when Bon Jovi was at its absolute peak, ruling the music world. Just to give the audience some ideas of the set list, we're going to be playing songs like Raise Your Hands, that was from the Slippery When Wet tour, Lay Your Hands on Me, You Give Love a Bad Name, I'll Be There for You. Of course, we've got some ballads in there like 1988 Couples Skate Style in the middle school, In and Out of Love, It's My Life, Born to Be My Baby, Never Say Goodbye, of course, Wanted Dead or Alive, Runaway, Living on a Prayer, Bad Medicine. We might even throw in a song there from the soundtrack Young Guns 2, when John Bon Jovi wrote that entire soundtrack and he had a number one solo hit with Blaze of Glory. So it's just a ton of fun. I think the audience in Marysville is going to have an absolute blast at this show.